there you have it. Class of 225, 427 graduates. Graduates, please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the 2025 graduation ceremony for the Atlantic County Institute of Technology. I'm Joseph Paque and I stand here before you as the proud principal of ACIT. I'm quite certain everyone sitting here tonight is not only feeling a level of excitement, but most importantly, pride for our graduates. And tonight, folks, as you can see, we couldn't have asked for a more beautiful venue to celebrate our senior class here at the Ocean Casino Resort Ovation Hall in the air conditioning. For those of you who are unaware, this class, the class of 2025, was fortunate enough to be the first post-pandemic class to not have their high school experiences altered by COVID. During their freshman year, there were no more hybrid online learning schedules or social distancing. Students were able to participate and experience a typical school day with high school events that forged new relationships and friendships with each other. This class has established a unique bond, but not just with each other, but with the staff as well. This was evident in their interactions in the classrooms, hallways, athletic competitions, and various events and trips outside of ACIT and in the community. And as principal of ACIT for 8 years now, I can attest that every year, certain classes have certain personalities. And sometimes, those personalities can be challenging for the staff, particularly for my assistant principals who deal directly with student discipline. I can honestly tell you that this class, the class of 2025, was one of the most enjoyable classes that I can remember during my tenure at ACIT. They truly made the most of their years at high school, advocated for themselves, and took the initiative to plan and organize events that the entire student body benefited from. It's safe to say that there's a lot of future leaders sitting in front of me right now. So graduates, simply put, you were all awesome here during your 4 years at ACIT, and we are going to miss you tremendously. So now at this time, I ask you to please stand for the presentation of colors by the cadets of the ACIT Air Force JROTC program, and please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by seniors from the ACIT Vocal Academy.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say,
Please be seated. As we move to the next phase of this ceremony, I would like to also thank important members of our school district. First, members of the Atlantic County Vocational School District Board of Education. In attendance, Board President Mark Ludwig, Vice President Ellen Hyatt, Steve Laporta, and Dr. Edward Lopez, who are all sitting beside me. Members of the district administrative team as well, Dr. Philip Gunther and our business administrator, Mr. Nicholas Brown. And the Atlantic County Institute of Technology's administrative team who are stationed throughout the Ovation Hall helping out, and a special thank you to the 12th grade assistant principal, Mr. Ravani, for organizing tonight's ceremony, as well as multiple senior events throughout the school year that were great experiences for our senior class. ACIT would also like to recognize the top 10 graduating students. Please stand and remain standing to be recognized. Shannon Powers. Maybelline Perez Morales. Rihanna Marie Garagoy. Bianca Ruiz. Sadia Afrin. Charlene Harlan. Dwayne Woodard. Sydney Prince. Cielo Villaflor, and Thomas Huber. Congratulations, please be seated. I would like to also acknowledge some other very special people. The 2025 Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Jan Smith. The 25 Educational Specialist of the Year, Mrs. Taylor Mason. And the hardworking teachers and guidance counselors of ACIT. Because of you, ACIT is able to produce young adults who we are proud of and confident will serve our society in a productive manner. And last but not least, I would like to thank all the parents, guardians, and family members. The support and guidance and wisdom you provided to our graduates is undoubtedly one of the main reasons why we are here today. So students, can we please give them all a round of applause? It is now my pleasure and my honor to invite our superintendent, Dr. Philip Gunther, up to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Paquet. Before I begin, we have to thank Mr. Paquet. He has, as your school leader, he has worked so hard to make sure that each and every one of you are here this evening, that you had a time at ACIT where you were connected to someone in our building who helped you through whatever you needed at the time, and a lot of things along the way. So, Mr. Paquet, thank you for all that you do. So, members of the Board of Education, parents, family members and friends, ACIT, distinguished faculty and administration, and most importantly, members of the class of 2025, it's truly my honor to be part of the commencement ceremony for this remarkable class. This is our fourth commencement ceremony being held in the beautiful Ovation Hall. This extraordinary facility really is a special place for a high school graduation. And I want to thank Ocean's General Manager, Bill Callahan, and his staff for their support to provide this venue for our graduation. They are truly giving back to the community by providing Ovation Hall for us to honor the class of 2025. And as Mr. Paquet said, we are so happy to be inside tonight. To the proud parents and family members of the graduates, thank you for your trust and your support and for choosing to send such wonderful students to ACIT. Our job is easier because of the students we have in this class. They are truly an incredibly accomplished group of young people who are a credit to their parents, the community, and our school. The class of 2025, with 427 graduates, is the largest graduating class in the history of our school. And I know I say that every year, but it continues to be true. And this trend will continue in September with 635 freshmen selected from over 1,400 applicants choosing to attend ACIT. We know that the growth and the accolades that we receive as a school are directly attributed to the outstanding achievements of our students working with our exceptional faculty. The class of 2025 has kept the legacy of excellence alive during their 4 years at ACIT. In fact, just this month, ACIT was recognized as the best high school in Atlantic County based on scores released by the New Jersey Department of Education. We also know that our new $53.5 million expansion would not have been approved if our students weren't demonstrating success. The state of New Jersey, our county executive, Dennis Levinson, the county commissioners, and our Board of Education members saw the success our students were having and wanted to make opportunities provided by our school available to more students from Atlantic County. The class of 2025 has made ACIT a better school, and the students who follow you will benefit from your accomplishments. Although you won't have the opportunity to use the new facility as high school students, your disappointment should be tempered by knowing that you made it possible through your achievements for future Red Hawks to have an exceptional educational environment to pursue what they love. I know Mr. Paquet promised you a tour, but unfortunately the building is not tour ready yet. And we are inviting you to come back in the fall to see the new facility. So consider that an invitation. You did get to sign the column. Mr. Paquet and I went out and saw all the names to the entrance of our new future Red Hawk Stadium. It is fitting that the class of 2025 that always achieved at the highest levels in a vibrant learning community will be present, represented by their signatures on that column, as future Red Hawks enter the stadium to continue the tradition of exceptional performance. It will be alive at ACIT because of the work that you have done. As most of you know, I've been at ACIT for more than a few years. And during that time, I've come to realize that every graduating class is somewhat unique. I think the uniqueness is a result of some of the common experiences and the individual personalities that make up the members of the class. But it's also the result of shared experiences that the class has had. When I reflect on how this class arrived at ACIT, it was in some ways a leap of faith. Graduating from 8th grade during the pandemic, this class did not have the typical middle school experience, as they spent a lot of time engaged in online learning. It would have been understandable for this class to be skeptical, perhaps even pessimistic, about high school, and especially ACIT, with the need to complete 160 credits for graduation, 40 more than the state of New Jersey requires for a high school diploma. Or it would have been easy for some to see the long bus ride to Mays Landing as a major inconvenience. However, I believe this class viewed these challenges as Winston Churchill described as optimists that see the opportunity in every difficulty. They chose ACIT because they knew they wanted a different high school experience, even during a challenging time. They didn't take the easy path, which would have been to attend their home high school. Clearly, the members of the class of 2025 wanted more. And we were confident that these motivated, optimistic students who were not afraid to try new things would take advantage of every new opportunity at ACIT, as well as take our existing programs to new levels. They didn't disappoint us, as they achieved in every aspect of our school. Members of the class of 2025 joined the inaugural Red Hawk football and rowing teams. They were members of the first girls volleyball and basketball teams that won the Cal and made the state playoffs. They broke multiple school records as members of our track and cross-country teams. They signed up for new AP and dual enrollment courses and earned their pilot's licenses and facilitated the first American Sign Language translation of a performance of a musical in the ACIT pack. This class set a new standard for success as they embraced academic rigor to acquire numerous college credits through dual enrollment and completed a record number of AP courses. They attained multiple program-specific certifications, with some programs like auto technology achieving 100% in their ASE certifications, as well as our CAD students receiving 100% in their Revit certifications. That means everybody in the class got certified at 100%. They've been outstanding in the performing arts, with the musical Cinderella winning numerous statewide awards, as well as our drama and choir students earning honors at multiple competitions. Red Hawk athletes have excelled in every sport, earning numerous college commitments and scholarships. And as cadets in our Air Force Junior ROTC unit, they earned the Distinguished Honors with Merit Award, the highest possible from the Air Force. This year, our Skills USA, HOSA, and TSA teams have all won gold medals at the state level competitions and will compete in the national competitions all over the country. And our culinary team, which gives us some bragging rights, won the statewide county school cook-off 2 years in a row. With all these achievements and much, much more, I could go on all night. The members of the class of 2025, these achievements have enabled them to develop a plan. They will become apprentices, serve our country in our military, continue their technical training, and have been accepted at some of the nation's most prestigious colleges and universities, including the United States Military Academy at West Point. We had high expectations for the class of 2025, and I can tell you that this class of talented students exceeded all of our expectations. They excelled in our academic and technical programs as well by displaying the 21st century skills of problem solving, collaboration, and communication. Through the experience of solving real-world, community-based problems, these students have acquired not only academic and technical competencies, but also durable and transferable skills that will enable them to assimilate new technologies throughout their lives. They approached each problem as responsible young citizens, displaying respectful, empathetic, and caring attitudes. They designed accessible parks, created a video, memorialized our local history. They honored our veterans by participating in their events. They developed an aerial security plan for a public event. They volunteered in a local ER using their EMT skills. They provided exceptional lunches for our senior citizens in a cafe on Main, as well as access to an array of salon services in our cosmetology studio. All of these experiences provided our students with invaluable opportunities to interact with their community and undoubtedly promoted their understanding of community needs and created a desire to serve others in the future. They will be guided in their service by the values and ethics modeled by their teachers and the core values that they developed at ACIT. These future nurses, carpenters, chefs, engineers, auto techs, and pilots who came to ACIT from every corner of Atlantic County have the skills and the character to meet the opportunities and the challenges of their generation. As President Reagan said in the commencement address to Notre Dame class of 1981, each generation sees farther than the generation that preceded it because it stands on the shoulders of that generation. Class of 2025, you're going to have opportunities beyond anything that we've ever known. The class of 25 came to ACIT with a passion for learning and the desire for growth and success. They leave tonight as graduates prepared for opportunities beyond anything we've ever known. Graduates, as you stand at the gateway to your future, continue to seize every opportunity, pursue what you love, and I'm confident that success will follow. Congratulations to the class of 2025 for an exceptional job the entire time you were at ACIT. It is my honor to introduce our salutatorian, Mavelyn Perez Morales.
Thanks, good. Yeah, thank you. Good evening, distinguished guests, families, the Board of Education, and my fellow graduates. Before I begin, I would like to say that I've been told that this speech may sound generic, but generic is what got me into Duke. I've spent quite a bit of time thinking about what to say tonight. How do you speak for an entire class of students, all with different experiences, different backgrounds, and different goals? The truth is, I can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for what I know. I know what it's like to grow up as the daughter of immigrants who left everything behind so I could dream without limits. I know what it's like to see my parents come home tired, but still push me to be better every day. My mom always told me, you can be whoever you want to be, and you can do whatever you want to do. And because she believed in me, I did too, and that is the reason I am standing here as salutatorian. Many of us here tonight share a similar story. Maybe your family came from a different country. Maybe you're the first in your family to graduate, to speak English, to go to college or trade school, to chase something bigger. Or maybe you're continuing a legacy. No matter where you come from, tonight we share the same milestone. Graduates, however you got to this moment is only part of your story. While we all took a unique path, the rest of our story was written here at ACIT. From freshman orientation, where we met people from all over the county for the first time, to the senior trip, where we shared countless laughs and created unforgettable memories. From meeting up with your friends in the hallways, to eating school cookies at lunch, and sending panicky late-night texts to your friend. Wait, there's a test tomorrow? We didn't think much of it at the time, but we'll miss what was once routine. But tonight is not about the past or the future. Tonight is about this moment. Look around. As we sit here in our cap and gown, you're probably feeling everything at once. Pride, relief, sadness, excitement, and even a little bit of fear. Hold on to this feeling. Wave to your friends. Let your heart hurt a little. That means it mattered. To our families, supporters, and loved ones, this diploma is yours too. Whether you taught us the value of hard work, cut fruit for us while we were late night studying, or just reminded us to keep going, you were part of every step. To my teachers, Chef Morse, thank you for always listening, for offering advice, and for just being there when I needed someone to talk to. Mr. Reedy, thank you for being so patient, even though our table was definitely way too loud in AP Chem. Miss Emmons, thank you for believing in me, especially when I was convinced I wouldn't get into college. Coach Boyer, thank you for putting me on the starting line again and again. Not because I was the fastest, but because you always believed I could go further. To my wonderful friends, there are too many of you to list, but you know who you are. I hope life brings me more friendships as sweet and thoughtful as you. Y finalmente, esta noche quiero dar un agradecimiento especial a los padres y relativos que vinieron a este país con nada, pero nos pudieron dar todo. Gracias por enseñarnos a luchar, a soñar y a no rendirnos. Ustedes nos ayudaron a llegar a este momento. Class of 2025, this is the start of a new age. Tomorrow, you will wake up and realize that your life is entirely in your hands. Be brave, take risks, and always remember that you define your own limits. And pursue what you love, not just because it's our school's motto, but because it makes life meaningful. Whatever comes next, I know we're ready. Congratulations to us. And now our valedictorian, Shannon Powers.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here. I know we're all supposed to start speeches like this with something inspiring, something polished, but the truth is, what means most to me today might not sound polished at all. This might be surprising to say out loud, but I never thought I'd make it to my own high school graduation. Not because I didn't care or because I didn't try, but because there were moments where life felt impossibly heavy. Moments where it felt like I was carrying the weight of the world, trying to hold it all together. Balancing school, sports, clubs, my personal life, stupid high school drama, and everything else, it was a lot. And I was doing it while quietly wishing for support from the people I needed it from the most. But that support didn't always come. Sometimes the people who are supposed to show up for you simply don't. But as Miss Hannon once told me, you need to focus more on the people who do show up for you, and that really stuck with me. The void of support in my The void of support in my life was filled with teachers who stepped up when I needed it most. Ms. Shaughnessy, Dr. O, Mr. G, Ms. Emmons, Ms. Betancourt, Ms. Abarno, Ms. Hopping, and Ms. Morse. Even Mr. Shivo, who believed in me and saw my potential at times where I couldn't see it myself. These people gave me a space to recover when I was running on empty and needed to crash out. It came from Coach Boyer, who acknowledged when I needed more balance in my life and supported me beyond just running by celebrating my achievements. It also came in the form of my best friend, Alyssa Bailey, and her family, who reminded me what unconditional support and love look like through the toughest of times. These people gave me worth, a feeling of importance, and I truly wouldn't have the honor of making this speech if it wasn't for them. Everything I've become is because of their support, and I hope to continue making them proud. These people filled a space in my life I didn't realize was empty until it was full. High school showed me that the people you surround yourself with truly make a difference, because little bits and pieces of who you are, the parts you're proud of, the parts that keep you going, are shaped by the people who choose to help carry the weight of the world with you. And I am so grateful for those who did. So, class of 2025, I want you to take a moment right now to think about the people who have meant the most to you, the ones who showed up, the ones who made you feel seen, heard, and supported, even in the smallest ways. And after you walk across the stage tonight and step out into whatever comes next, reach out and thank them, even if it's been a while since you last talked, or even if their impact was quiet. Continue to surround yourself with the people that motivate you to be a better person, but at the same time, be that person for someone else. Whatever battles you fought to be here, you won, and that makes this moment so much sweeter. This is not just a ceremony, but rather proof that we can make it through adversity we once thought would break us. This is proof that when the world feels like it's crashing out too, life has a funny way of working itself out, as long as you let time pass. Let this moment be your answer that you are stronger and more resilient than you ever gave yourself credit for. Finally, standing here as this year's valedictorian, it's truly not just about grades or achievements. Success is not just about accomplishments. Sometimes success is just making it through when it would have been easier to give up. To the class of 2025, congratulations. We grew up, we made it, and that means everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shannon. And now at this time, I would like to bring up our superintendent to carry out the presentation to the class of 2025. Graduates, would you please all rise?
Thank you, Mr. Paquet. Board President Ludwig, as superintendent, I hereby certify that the class of 2025 has met all the requirements as established by the New Jersey State Board of Education and the Atlantic County Vocational School District Board of Education for the awarding of a high school diploma and a technical certificate.
Graduates, be seated. So we are now proceeding to the most exciting part of our evening, the part we are all here for, the distribution of the high school diplomas, in which graduate names will be read by Academy by ACIT guidance counselor Amelia Dennis and teacher Peter Constantino. And parents and guests, I have to say this every year, to be fair to all of our graduates this evening, we ask that you please refrain from applause and screaming until all students are recognized so that the graduates' names can be heard. Ready?
We will begin this evening with our top 10. Shannon Powers. Maybelline Perez Morales. Rihanna Marie Gayagoy. Bianca Ruiz. Sadia Afrin. Charlene Harlan. Dwayne Woodard. Sydney Prince. Cielo Villaflor. Thomas Huber. From the Air Force JROTC program, Crystal Aguilar Carrasco. Zachary Carroll. Matias Crespo. Ruby Q. Mendoza. Aliana Gonzalez. Jesus Guzman. Rosalie Handel. Gabriela Hernandez Lopez. Carter Hoteling. Gianna LaRocca. Jennifer Mejia Aragon. Daniel Ortega. Jolie Parrish. Angelo Polanco Taveras. Asia Presley. Luis Rodriguez. Giselle Ruggiero Mazzocco. Tyler Vega. Natalie Diana Villatoro Zunigo. Ashlyn Walker. From the Computer Science and Programming program, Naimor Abir. Adir Adam. Jamie Alman Mendoza. Jordan Arrington. Logan Barnes. John Brown. Michael Carland. Landon Cochran. Sean Devine. Andrea Francisco. Emily Hill. Taylor Hotelling. Joaquin Hughes. Riley Kowarski. Tony Lee. Byron Manuel. Ian Morrissey. Om Patel. Benjamin Ramirez. Martin Ramirez Larios. From the Medical Assistant Program, Brianna Aguilera. Anthony Alosi. Genesis Alvarez Romero. Shayla Arias. Khalifa Majaya Bell. Taisha Boss. Yaselin Cajuana. Brianne Campana. Yaritza Cisneros. Lily Daly. Amy Duran. Jurelis Echeverria. Laura Fernandez. Samantha Figueroa. Miriam Gaminde. Shayla Garcia Cortez. Sarah Gates. Shania Green. Tajira Green. Haley Groff. Craig Henkes. Maria Hernandez Flores. Christian Juarez. Galena Lassie. Kaylee Lavinia. Lacey Lavari. Tiffany Leo. Jessica Lopez Aquino. Natalie Oriana Martinez. Ingrid Martinez Benigno. Amy Matos. Valentina Natalie Neri Canagali. Ariana Nixon. Paola Ortiz Ramirez. Perla Paredes Oviedo. Haiti Posas Herrera. Anaisis Ramos Carmona. Miriam Riboletto. Bella Reed. Miley Rockelman. Lindy Rothman. Jesse Sanchez. Deborah Melissa Sannon. Luis Osai Santiago. Xiomara Santiago. Helena Tran. Angelica Valentine. Jaslyn Vargas. Alexa Velasquez. Derry Simeon. From the Media and Graphics program, Brandon Alcantara. Jonathan Carbente. Max Cohen. Alexander Demos. Mario Flores. Josue Fonseca Juarez. Marissa Garrity. David Guerrero. Chloe Gunn. Maya Hagan. Nasir Harvey. Grace Hernandez. Matthew Wan. Ava Lewis. Ava Luciano. Jose Madrid. Tony McFadden. Layla Miller. Michaela Marie Patterson. Crystal Ramos. Marcos Soto Rosario. Lillian Strickland. Brian Velasquez Cruz. Devin Voss. From the Performing Arts Program, Geraldi Abigail Cano Martinez. Kylie Sikosi. Jennifer Cruz Montoya. Kylie Durkach. Amani Foreman. Elvis Avila Gaitan. Jax Higby. Fabiola Joseph. William Flowers Libby. Abigail May Lockerbie. Ashley Lopez Funes. Annika Lugo Owens. Rachel Elizabeth Martucci. Jessica Mendoza. Jack Parrish. Tiana Reeves. Kevin Robinson Wiggins. Musala Salam. Emmeline Santo. Lucian Santoro. Guillermo Andres Sevillano Pino. Emma St. Dennis. Devin Steinman. Ashley Trinidad Lopez. Gavin Walker. Peyton Weldon. From the Health Sciences Program, Litzy Augustine Rufino. Leon Barry. Brooke Block. Imani Bostic. Brielle Boutot. Taylor Brown. Ashley Buendia Nahira. Micaiah Coppin. Gabriel Sear. Bindia DeVay. Alexandra Ditzel. McKenna Ditzel. Kathy Escalona Olvera. Jenna Ewan. Tamara Fernandez. Valentina Franco. Jalitza Hijón Herrera. Kayla Herman. Madeline Hudnall. Michaela Hunt. Mackenzie Irving. Jaden Jones. Erica Lorenzo. Olivia Magro. Logno Quater. Sophia Isabel Ramos. Rafa Isabel Recto. Jared Adriel Manzano Reyes. Brianna Reyes Torres. Isabella Rios. Sanaya Robles. Andrew Sakdalin. Tyler Schumacher. Mubashira Shams. Layla Silva. Rayla Smith. Danny Ta. Oeis Tahir. Joanna Tran. Eva Breland. Victoria Weiss. Brooklyn Wexler. Alani White. Tyaja Williams. Dylan Wolos. From the Aviation Studies Program, Giovanni Bautista Santos. Jacob Diaz. Ronald Grant. Christopher Henry. Maximiliano Hernandez Hernandez. Lucas Morales. Connor Suazo. Hanson Tran. Olivia Valentine. Thomas Woodzak.
From the Automotive Technologies Program, Gilberto Cabrera Tapia. Van Christie. Adam Kroll. Anthony Cruz. Akimo Daniel. Cameron Espada. Jasir Farmer. Angelo Gonzalez. Andrew Hand. Edwin Hernandez Herrera. Heather Juarez. Aiden Kelbley. Rayon Khan. Sebastian Lazo. Leonie Morales. Dominic Morelli. Jidiel Muniz Rivera. Dylan Ortiz. Jonathan Ramirez. Aiden Will. Sean Young. From the cosmetology program, Maria Ayala. Caitlin Ayer. Charmaine Bangal. Hakima Caesar. Jada Crusoe. Melanie Dominguez Roman. Carrera Dorsey. Isabella Ferreira. Zion Green. Lily Harrigan. Julia Hartman. Gabriel Hesser. Naja Johnson. Adriana Crick. Jonelle Mooney Ortiz. Daniela Ortiz. Sierra Ortiz. Alyssa Perez. Ave Phillips. Mercedes Pike. Anais Polanco. Marion Robles. Liseth Rodriguez. Diana Rodriguez Perez. Svetlana Ruby Melendez. Brianna Sanchez Molina. Jerry Ellis Santiago Mendez. Sade Toussaint. Sanai Williams. From the Construction Technology program, Joseph Avila Anthony. Justin Blevin Figueroa. Robert Brandenberger. Giancarlo Nate Canayuna. Dominic Serra. Troy DeFore. Roberto Diaz. Jacob Eisenhart. Thomas Flickinger. Douglas Golden. Joshua Goldsmith. Nicholas Gonzalez. Thomas Gourneau. Makel Hall. Abdul Ahad Hawkins. Eric Humphrey. Stamatis Kartofilis. Michael McKenna. Alexander Nikos. Jetsada Niranon. Matthew Norton. Justin Pattison. Jaleel Peyton Sullivan. Jolion Porto. Jaden Price. Andrew Pfeifferin. Vincent Ribardo. Franklin Robinson. Mitchard Ruiz. Caitlin Soren. Edmundus Spedas. Michael Tracy. Travis Fennell. Christopher Walsh. From the Dental Assistant Program, Natalie Aris. Priscilla Buford. Darielle Contreras Gonzalez. Allison Diaz Moreno. Michelle Feliciano Darris. Vanessa Fernandez. Daniela Garcia Mendoza. Yandri Hernandez Cremadelli. Yunetsi Lopez Valverde. Jason Marcellin. Ashley Martinez Martinez. Felix Padilla. Charlene Rodriguez. Megan Skierski. Nangwa Soliman. Kimura Spellman Anderson. From the Culinary Arts Program, Lanice Anderson Bayard. Maywan Oprah Barclay. Miley Bellinger. Jaden Beverly. Sabina Billawoo. Caleb Boatman. Haley Bollinger. Caden Boyd Leonard. Elena Cabrera Andrade. Annalise Castro. Diana Cerrone. Andrew Kroll. Kimberly Cruzado. Ayana Day. Nico Fifth. Fakira Gaines. Caitlin Garcia. Jose Gil Hernandez. Jasmine Gonzalez Alegria. Alex Holmstrom. Ariane Islam. Shia Jones Dozier. Christopher Kaiser. Yasminia Kurzman Hicks. Deanna Leclay. Mark Levine. Nieves Linares Casales. Joan Liu. Joanne Liu. Alexis Marenko. Zoe Mastro Giacomo. Brianna Melgar. Makai Miller. Tara Miller. Amanda Oriana. Angela Paolino. Luca Provenzano. Kevin Reyes. Marielis Sanchez Ruperto. Fatima Shahid. Zyla Ray Smith. Shania Stanford. Zion Stewart. Alexander Tan. Emily Trivelli. Victoria Volcheva. Kenneth Valente. Lars Vreeland. Joshua Waitman. From the Computer-Aided Drafting and Design Program, Noah Bankovic. Berdina Bernache. Brianna Cassiano. Camille Cruz. Malaysia Monet Madeline Davis. Graciela Diaz Cruz. Jaden Echeverria Rodriguez. Paul Gonjar. Octavio Laredo Martinez. Aiden Licoli. Hassan Lomax. Jacob McGuire. Anthony Marcello. Alexis Martinez Alvarenga. James Notar Francesco. Anthony Oliveira. Ravi Patel. Srini Patel. Deek Martin. Luis Rivera. Aubrey Skirana. Patrick Scott Higby. Douglas Nasir Solomon IV. Maxwell Swandika. Michael Tomaso. Kendrick Trinidad. Kenneth Vargas Loaiza. Gianna Vidiello. Dameen Wynn. Peter Zumpano. From the Math, Engineering, and Science program, Robert Baez. Matthew Chow. Emmanuel Dixon. Emily Gavrell. Layla Gibbs. Tanner Innes. David Kane. Robert Knack. Arabella Lankin. Victor Monroy De La Rosa. Tom Nguyen. William Obot. Bharav Patel. Mahia Rahman. Ashley Remick. Arison Terrinoni. Charles Urban. From the Fashion Design program, Olivia Campbell. Daniela Cortez Ramirez. Nevaya Daniels. Aiden Grimley. Amber Hall. Giselle Kivlin. Ashley Marito. Daniela Osorto Padilla. Jocelyn Ramirez. Dulce Santos. Tatiana Shaw. Samaya Shepard. Melody Smith. Anna Sobko. Christian Soriano Vargas. Janelle Washington. Ava Williamson. Catherine Woodruff. And also from the Medical Assisting Program, Dulce Vasquez Estrada.
Well, folks, there you have it, the class of 2025. I now invite our senior class president, Dwayne Woodard, up to the podium to share a few words and direct the graduating class in the traditional turning of the tassel.
Congratulations, class of 2025! Woo! Yeah! If you don't already know me, you've definitely been living under a rock. My name is Dwayne Woodard, and I am so honored that you gave me the ability and chance to represent ACIT. I just wanted to say how proud I am of each and every one of you because we have all made it. You have really made it. All I have to say is go and be great. But before we turn our tassels, I would like to send you off with a little message. Today, I'd like each and every one of you to celebrate and have fun. But before you go, as you run to your parents, make sure you tell them how much you love them, how much you appreciate them. Time is so short, and the parent's sacrifice is unmatched. So use your ability to thank your parents now that they are still with you. Mom and Dad, Mama, I love you so much. With that, let's also be thankful for all of the friends we made along the way. It is the love, the laughter, and the memories that we will remember. This will be the way we were as we look back in the future. Let's mark this moment as not a goodbye, but a see you later. Until we meet again, class of 2025. As we leave on that note, I now invite the class of 2025 to rise for the turning of the tassel. Please all stand and turn to your parents. When I count down from 3, we will all turn our tassels. Please keep in mind, this is a right to left procedure. Okay, y'all? Are you guys ready? I said, are you guys ready? Okay, now, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Congratulations, class of 2025!
Let's give one more round of applause. Make it loud in here for the class of 2025. Parents, guests, and students, our graduation ceremony has come to an end. Thank you again for attending this joyous event. Parents and guests, I ask you to please remain in your seats until the graduates have left the auditorium, and we need to ensure that the graduates exit first. Thank you, and have a great night.
We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes. Everything that you've ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Even when the night changes, it will never change me and you. Chasing it tonight, doubts are running round her head. He's waiting, hides behind a cigarette. Heart is beating loud and she doesn't want it to stop. Moving too fast, moon is lighting up her skin. She's falling, doesn't even know it yet. Having no regrets, it's all that she really wants. We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes. Everything that you've ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Even when the night changes, it will never change me and you. Going out tonight changes into something red. Her mother doesn't like that kind of dress. Reminds her of the missing piece of innocence she lost. We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes. Everything that you've ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Even hides behind a cigarette. Heart is beating loud and she doesn't want it to stop. Moving too fast, moon is lighting up her skin. She's falling, doesn't even know it yet. Having no regrets is all that she really wants. We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes. Everything that you've ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Even when the night changes, it will never change me and you. Going out tonight changes into something red. Her mother doesn't like that kind of dress. Reminds her of the missing piece of innocence she lost. We're only getting older.